If you want to make a significant amount of money this year, then trading cryptocurrencies is one of the best and easiest ways to go about it. In one of my videos, I talked about how much money I have made from trading cryptocurrencies, and a couple of you guys wanted me to film a beginner-friendly video on how you can start your trading journey and potentially increase your income from the comfort of your home. Trading crypto is something I have personally tried, and trust me when I tell you that this has made me the most money in my entire life. Now, I understand that trading cryptocurrencies requires certain skills and fundamental knowledge, which is why in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the step-by-step process of how you can make thousands of dollars every single month just by trading cryptocurrencies, even if you're a complete beginner. However, I'm hoping this video will also apply to you if you're already in the crypto space, but you're looking for someone to hold your hand every step of the way, which is where I come in. The application I personally use for trading cryptocurrencies is called BYBIT, and this is the most user-friendly application you will ever try, which you can download via the link in the description box. If you download via my referral link below, you stand a chance to win up to 1,000 bonus, which you can use to start your trading journey, especially if you're a beginner. Now, here is the good part. I have decided to create a Telegram channel where I will share everything you need to know about cryptocurrencies, including the basics of cryptocurrencies, how to place trades, and how you can make money from it, all from the comfort of your home. I will also occasionally share signals on this group that will help you get the best return for your money and basically how to stay ahead of the game. But this group will only be accessible to the first 5,000 people who join and deposit at least $100. Don't worry, this money is also for you and you can always withdraw it anytime. But the trick is to deposit $100, leave it for a couple of days, and boom, free money for you. And then you can literally start trading with the money you receive and build your way up gradually. Now let's talk about how to sign up on BYBIT, because obviously in this video I'm going to share with you everything that is going to get you started. Like I said, the app we are going to be using is called BYBIT, and if you follow the link directly in my description box, it will take you to your browser, whether you're using a mobile phone or a laptop, and all you have to do from here is to sign up. I have my phone here, so we're gonna do it together. So from here, you wanna input your email address. You should see my referral code, which is Adesholamie here. And if for any reason it doesn't pop up automatically, just type out Adesholamie and you will be good. Complete this puzzle. You should receive an email from BYBIT. You are going to input the code and it's going to automatically redirect you to Google Play Store or Apple Store, depending on the phone you use, and you can then download BYBIT on your mobile phone. If you're using a laptop, you will be able to access the website immediately. Once you're done downloading BYBIT, open up your BYBIT application and you should have something like this. The first step from here is to log into your account. You're going to input the email address you registered with. Click on login, and this is what your BYBIT interface will look like. The next step from here is to verify your account, but please know that this is a very important stage because it increases your chances of becoming a successful trader. And since this is related to money, they need to be sure you are home, you say you are, and also protect you from any risk. So to verify your account, you want to click on verify now, and it will show you the benefits of level 1 verification, which I think is pretty much okay. Go ahead to click on verify now. Just take a picture of it and you will be good. After you've been verified, which would typically take less than an hour if you upload the right document, you'll then have access to all the features on BYBIT, including trading. Now that we are done with that, you want to try as much as possible to set up two-factor authentication to protect your account even more. Doing that is simple. Just go back to the home page, click on this profile picture at the top left corner, click on the profile picture again, click on security, and here you'll see Google two-factor authentication, and then your security level will change to medium, which is pretty fine for a start. After all of this, I believe you should be able to set up your BYBIT account without any issues. And if for any reason something went wrong, please watch this video again, at least the timestamp, and this time pay more attention to it. Now let's talk about how to fund your BYBIT account, and obviously this is something you cannot ignore as a trader, so it is important you know how to do this. On the BYBIT app, there are 3 ways to fund your account, and to do this, you want to go to the asset tab, and here you'll see your total assets, including your funding account, which is basically your primary account where you can deposit and withdraw cryptocurrencies. So whatever cryptocurrencies you buy goes directly into your funding account, and if you sell any cryptocurrencies, it also goes back in there. Okay, you'd also see unified trading, which is the account you use for all your trades, and you can always move cryptocurrency from your funding account to your unified trading account before and after a trade. And lastly, we have the inverse derivative, which basically allows you to trade BTC and other coins as the base currency. Now, to deposit, you want to click on the deposit tab right here, and you will see all three options that are available to you depending on your country. Now, because I'm in Nigeria, the first option is to buy with Nigerian Naira. And for this, I can use my Naira debit card. The second is P2P trading, which is basically, buying from a seller on the BYBIT app. And the third one is crypto deposits, which you can just, transfer crypto from one wallet to the other. So I'll click on the first one, which is to buy directly with Naira. I'm going to input any amount I want to buy. It could be 10K, 5K, or even 1K. And it is going to show the equivalence of how many USDT I will receive. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to buy 1,490 worth of USDT, which is basically 1 USDT, because it is currently selling for 1,490 per single unit. I'll click on next, and then it recommends the transfer option. I'll click on it, view my order summary, and click on confirm. The next step from here is to make payments, and you have to do this within the allocated 15 minutes. You'll see your order summary, contact the seller button, as well as the seller's information. Then you can click on pay now. I'll copy details and make the transfer of 1,490 Naira. But please note that you have to send the money directly from your account that carries the same name as shown in the means of identification you registered with. When you're done making payments, you have to wait until the 15 minutes elapse and your coins will be released to you. Now, I know you may be wondering, what will happen to my money if the seller doesn't release the coins? Well, don't worry. You are 100% protected by BYBIT, and I'm going to share with you how to go about that in the next couple of minutes. But let's quickly talk about the second deposit option, which is the P2P trading. So again, to deposit, you want to click on the asset tab, click on deposits, click on P2P trading, and here you'll find everyone willing to sell USDT to you, including the quantity they want to sell and the least amount of money they expect you to spend. If we take this person, Biggie 2.0, for example, he has 36 USDT to sell. He wants to sell each for 1,489 Naira 48 kobo, but the least amount you can buy from him is 10,000. So these are some of the things you want to consider before buying from anyone. Now, because I only want to buy 1 USDT, which is about 1,500, I will keep scrolling because there is always someone willing to sell lesser quantities. You will also notice that some trades are ineligible, and that's mostly because the seller wants someone who has a decent amount of transaction history. So if you want to buy at a lesser rate, you want to make sure to build your transaction record, but then you can just go ahead to filter it to eligible ads and just buy from one of them. Now we have a couple of people who wants to sell what I'm willing to buy. So I'll click on this Bright Hustle 88 because the least he or she wants to sell is 450 Naira. So I'm going to click on buy, enter the amount, which is 1,490, and then click on buy. The account details are going to pop up, and I just have to copy and transfer 1,490 Naira to the account, and then that would be easy. After that, I just have to wait for the coins to be released to me. Now, I mentioned earlier that I was going to tell you how you're being protected by BYBIT when performing a transaction, which could either be buying or selling of coins. So what basically happens is that when you place an order to buy, BYBIT will lock the coins from the seller's end so that the seller won't be able to sell the coins you have proposed to buy to another person or move the coins to another account until your transaction is complete. Say, for example, the seller couldn't confirm your payment, they can always reach out to you in-app, and you can then send a screenshot of your payment for verification. After all has been sorted, your coins will be released and it will be reflected in your funding account. You'll also receive a couple of emails from BYBIT confirming your deposit was successful, and that would be it. Now let's talk about how to take trades on BYBIT. But remember that this is where it gets really tricky, and the choices you make will determine how much money you can potentially make. You should also know that the more money you are able to trade, the more money you will make. And lastly, do not forget to sign up with my referral link and join my Telegram group. Both links are in the description box, because I'm going to be sharing with you free trading signals you can always use, and by so increasing your earning power. So let's say, for example, I want to take this trade you can see on the screen right now. The first thing would be to fund my unified trading account. And to do this, go to the assets tab, click on transfer, and then you'll transfer from your funding account to your trading account. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to transfer 15 USDT to my trading account. When that is done, click on the derivative tab, and here you'll find two options, which are chart and trade. Chart is where you can do all your trade analysis, and I'm going to make a full video on that later. So make sure you subscribe and turn on post notification to be the first to know when it drops. Now, to take a trade, click on the trade tab right here, and here you can either perform a long or a short trade. If you click on this BTC USDT, which could vary depending on your last search, you will see a drop down of other coins you can trade. And since we are going for SOL USDT, I'm going to select it, and here you'll see how this particular coin is performing. Right now, from here, the first thing you want to do is to select your margin mode, which could either be an isolated margin or a cross margin. For a beginner, I would recommend you stick to an isolated margin so you can protect your money even more. You may ask, what is the difference between an isolated margin or a cross margin? So let's say, for example, you have $100 in your trading wallet and you only want to trade $10, right? If you use the isolated margin and you lose the trade, you will only be losing your $10 and you will have $90 left in your wallet, and you can simply just exit the trade and try again later. However, if you use the cross margin option and you enter the trade with $10 and the trade is going down, you will be using part of your $90 balance as collateral so you don't get liquidated. And if unfortunately you do get liquidated, you will be losing the entire $100. So if you're a beginner, I will advise you to start with an isolated margin. Now, from here, the next thing you want to do is set your leverage, right? And I'll also recommend you stick to 10x leverage, because the higher your leverage, the higher risk you are taking. But what this basically means is that it provides you an opportunity to enter a trade with more money. So let's say, for example, you only have $100 to trade and you use the 10x leverage. This means you can enter the trade with $1,000 instead of just $100. And if you choose 30x leverage, you can enter the trade with $3,000 instead of just $100. So basically, the amount you're using to enter a trade is equals to your margin times leverage, where the margin is the amount of money you are dropping from your wallet. That is your own money. And here is how you can use this to your own advantage. If you choose 10x leverage while going into a trade with $100, say ETH USDT for example, and it moves up by 1%, your profit for that trade will be $10, which is 10% of $100. And if you choose 20x leverage for the same trade and it moves up by 1%, your profit will be $20, which is 20% of $100. So basically, to calculate your profit margin, it is going to be the increase in percentage multiplied by the leverage. And this also means that to calculate your loss, it is going to be the decrease in percentage multiplied by the leverage, which is why you want to try as much as possible to stay between 10x and 20x leverage and not try to be greedy. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using the 50x leverage. I know, but don't worry, I'm going to come back here to make another video to show you if I made money or I lose the money, and just to explore, the differences and similarities between using all of these things that I've talked about. After all that is done, the next thing is to choose the type of order. And if you click on the drop down, you'll see different options, but oftentimes you only have to consider the limit order, which means you are setting the price at which you want to enter the market, which is usually lower than the current market price. And then we have market order, which means you want to start trading at the current market price without any delay. So for this trade, I'm going to choose the limit order option. The next thing will be to set the order price, and I'm going to input 113.700. Remember, we already have our trade signal, and my order value is 500. Remember, it is margin multiplied by leverage. When that is done, you want to add your take profit and stop loss. And what this means is that you are signaling, to BYBIT to automatically take profit or stop loss when it gets to a particular price. Right. So for this trade, I want to take profit when it gets to 117.005, which means I will be making about 150% of my capital if the price of SOL USDT gets to 117.005, and I will set my stop loss to 113.500, which means I'm going to lose about 9% of my capital if the market price reaches 113.500. I'll click on confirm and then click on buy long. Then a preview of my order will pop up, and then I'll confirm again, which is basically everything you need to do. All you have to do from here is to then wait for the coin to perform some sort of magic, make money from it, and enjoy your life. I hope this makes sense. I know it's a lot, but you kind of like need to take this thing one step at a time. Now I hope it makes more sense. You're welcome. If you watch up until this end, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with your friends so they can learn how to make more money like you. Do not also forget to join the Telegram group via the link in the description box. Thank you, and I'm going to see you in my next one.